Hey guys, Uzo here. This one's going to be a BFG on my Frosty K, and this was very early season. I think this might have been my second match that I did for BFG. And let's take a look at who is on the enemy team here. Okay, so we have this Holy Paladin Riddle from Quel'th the Lost. Let's see who that is. Okay, here is Riddle from Quel'th the Lost. Gladiator, Legend, Hero of the Alliance, Legend in Season 4. So this is a relatively recent achievement. Okay, so that is one of their healers. We have Mystical from Sargeras. Okay, you probably recognize that name. Okay, here's Mystical X from Sargeras. Current season ratings, PvP rating is high, 3v3 rating is high, and even the RBG rating is high. Okay, they don't really do shuffle that much, although they did have 3.5k record in one of the seasons for solo shuffle. Okay, so we're talking about rank 1 solo, 2 times rank 1 solo, 4 times legend, 12-time gladiator, and also Grand Marshal. I don't understand why they're not also Hero of the Alliance with achievements this high. It's kind of strange. And yeah, this is probably a pretty consistent Glad player here, would you say? Okay, so I think we know Mystical. He has a YouTube channel. We have Mad Mortigan. Okay, here is Mad Mortigan from Tychondrius. They are 2.2 RBG rating, and that was current season, or I should say season 4. It's still up on the board. They have Elite Achievement and Grand Marshal. They're 2.1k in Solo Shuffle as Arms Warrior. So they're Duelist and Elite. Okay, Shy Priest on their side from Area 52. Check them out. Okay, they have Gladiator Achievement, but this might not be as recent. They're almost 2k in Solo Shuffle. They haven't really done much Arena. Here they do have Elite in Season 3, so they're relatively current Elite in Season 3. They were Elite Gladiator in Shadowlands, so like a duelist / Elite Gladiator player. Harambe from Area 52. They have, this person was 3.2 as Demonology and 3.4 as Destruction and Solo Shuffle. They didn't play Season 4, so they got that in earlier seasons. So they are Legend, 8 times Gladiator, 3 times Hero of Alliance, according to this. And this is recent, so they're not like a old-time Gladiator achievement. These are recent Gladiator achievements for this player. And the rest of their team are like rival level players. On our team, the only people with like significant rated achievements are our healers. Our Shaman healer has Elite but doesn't have Gladiator. Yep, Cubsy here might actually be Cubsy on an alt account because they have some pretty good achievements on their Druid. But the rest of my team are mostly rival level. I think there might be like a duelist or 2 in here. And then the weakest person in this team as far as rated achievements go is myself. I am the weak link in this BG. So which of the 2 teams do you think is going to win this one, guys? The other team has much more experience than ours. I think they have 5 players with Gladiator or higher EXP. We have 2 people with Gladiator or Elite experience on our side, the 2 healers. So are they just going to totally like destroy us in the team fight and just win based off of winning team fights? Or are we going to win this, or are we going to lose in some other way? Okay, so there I'm checking to see. I see we have a monk going to guard Lighthouse. So since Frosty K is like really strong right now, I am going team fight. I'm picking up, this is a cooldown regen. It will allow your cooldowns to come up faster, and it lasts for a while, so it's helpful to pick up for this first team fight. guy's a healer, gonna stun him. Blinding Sleet, all these people trying to save that shaman. Heal myself. At this point, I'm top damage along with Shadow Priest that's on my team. I just come back and hang out defensively for a little bit before pressing back in. Let's get on this guy. I decide to get on the Shadow Priest because they're low health and they don't have dispersion. Come on. Got him. So they're stun this dude. Frostworm's Fury is up soon. I line up a really nice Frostworm Fury here, and I catch both of the enemy healers in the stun. Nice silence. I opportunity grab the Berserker, and we end up putting some really good pressure on this Holy Paladin, but Mystical ends up saving him. Nope. God damn it. Ah. Get this guy. They're fucking healing. Okay, he's got bubble. Stunning that warrior. He just got a big heal. Trying to drink. We're losing because we got tied up too long there. We won the battle, but we lost the war. You know, anytime you have really strong healers on both sides of the team fight, the team fights are going to take a really long time. I mean, this was more similar to like what you might see in a 10v10 rated BG than a normal random BG. The fight just took a very long time. It was basically one on running the enemy healers out of mana. Myself and the Shadow Priest were carrying our team in terms of damage, and we had strong healers as well. That's why we ended up winning that team fight. But in that situation, when you have long team fights in SoloQ BGs, you know, since the matches are really short, what's happening at the other two nodes is very, very important. And I need to explain what happened that ends up costing us to lose this match. So we do lose it, but not because we get overrun and dominated on damage. Okay, we're going to have to take a look at the mini-map to see why we lost. By the way, the mini-map, Shift M by default, is an excellent tool for not only looking at while you're playing, but also to see why your team lost. Now remember, at the beginning, I saw the monk going to Lighthouse to cap it. So it's like, okay, good, I'll go team fight. But look at what happens. The monk takes Lighthouse and then they leave it. They leave it completely undefended. They go over to try to take mines. Now the problem is that mines is being defended. So the monk is not going to be able to take mines while leaving the lighthouse undefended. Okay, so we have the monk over here trying to take the mines, but not being able to take it because it's being defended. And look, they back off away from mines. They actually run away from mines. We have a shaman that died that respawned at lighthouse. This node is still not being defended. Okay, this monk is just sitting out here in the middle, just doing nothing. Okay, now they're back engaging into the fight. The shaman doesn't look at lighthouse, so the shaman doesn't realize that lighthouse is not being defended, and the shaman leaves it undefended. So it's still completely undefended. We have the monk over here still trying to fight for the mines and not being able to take it. And right there, the demon hunter on the enemy team has assaulted our base without even having to fight for it. That's why we lost this match. And look at where the monk is now. Is he intentionally throwing? Hey Dave, I said I'm gonna go to middle, but what chances are that I'm gonna have to end up going to shrine here? If you've been watching my videos, you know that most of the time I actually go to defend bases rather than going to the team fight. And the reason why is exactly because of what happened in that BFG. You can't depend on people to guard objectives. You just simply cannot trust people. People that can do good damage in team fights are a dime a dozen. People that are actually good at defending bases are not. Think about my options in that BFG. I had two options. I could go to Lighthouse and defend Lighthouse and have someone there that I could trust, meaning myself, trust to defend that base. But then my team loses my damage at Waterworks, and they probably lose that team fight at Waterworks because my damage is not there. So if I go to Lighthouse and defend in that BFG, we lose. My other option, which is what I did, I go to the team fight and I leave it up to someone else to go guard Lighthouse. But they don't do it. So I go to the team fight to do damage there. I don't have someone I can trust at Lighthouse, so I lose. This BG, it didn't matter which way I went. If I had gone to Lighthouse to defend, or if I'd gone to team fight to do damage, either way I lose this BG. That is the worst part of Battleground Blitz. You're gonna find this out. You know, if you haven't really been doing it and you start doing it, the worst part of Battleground Blitz is that it is not possible for you to be in two places at once. Another thing I want to talk about here is that if the monk had gone to Lighthouse and stayed to defend it, but then lost the 1v1 to the demon hunter and then lost the objective, I wouldn't be upset about that. Everybody loses 1v1s. That just happens. I have lost the 1v1 at an objective. That lost the objective, and that cost my team to lose. That happens to me. That happens to everyone. But the reason why I still feel comfortable enough to go and defend objective solo is because I win most of those fights. And another thing to talk about quickly is you've probably seen a lot of people, including myself, talking about the RNG nature of Battleground Blitz, SoloQ RBGs. And that BFG that I had at the beginning is an example of that. If the monk that was on my side was swap places with the demon hunter that was on the enemy side, and everything else kind of happened as it did in that BFG, my team wins. My team lost because of a single player doing a single bad action. If that single player had been on the other team, and the demon hunter that took the base for free was on my team would have won. It came down to that. It came down to a single person. I need help. I need help.
Yes, I see you.
Okay, he cloaked. Okay, there I took out a healer priest that was harassing me at Shrine, and then I held off a rogue and a demon hunter long enough for help to arrive to make sure that this base was captured for us. The demon hunter, by the way, is elite, 2400 rated in solo shuffle. So I'm not avoiding the team fight because I feel I can't do damage in team fights. I can do damage in team fights just fine. I go choose objectives because I think that is more of an issue. There are not as many players that are good at defending bases as there are players that are good at doing damage in team fights. It's as simple as that.
Okay, where should I go mid?
Rogue is probably waiting here. Need to wait for it to fully cap.